Hey there, y'all. Disney D Prince here today with another Rainbow High unboxing. Today we've got the Holiday Edition Roxy Grand. She is the deluxe edition that is available this year, and she looks very cool. She's very basic. She's got a white sparkly dress, she's got a couple of accessories, and a pretty high price tag. She goes for $80. Don't worry, I did not pay that. She has been marked down to 70, I believe, or no, 60 already. And I picked her up on Amazon with a $15 off coupon, so I got her for like 45. So for me, for a holiday edition doll, 45 was an okay price point. Not a great price point, to be fair, like at all. Not a great price point still, but an okay price point. It just was something I was willing to pick up at that price, but still not really a great deal. But at 45, I was willing to pick her up so I could review her for you guys and add her to my Rainbow High collection. Now, she is very pretty. She's not just a solid white-haired doll. She has a little bit of lavender, a little bit of like a light baby blue almost in her hair. So she's not a pure white doll like we got with Natasha, but she looks pretty cool. And it looks like they've corrected a bit of this formula for the dresses. So it doesn't look like Jet Dawson's dress to where it's completely skin tight to where you can't move those legs at all. The downside is she does not come with a second outfit or any other like ancillary accessories. She has just got this big pretty box and it's just her on this turning stand, which is kind of cool, except for the fact that she only really turns about maybe 20 degrees in either direction from center. So not great, really, but better than most, I guess. Like, it's a weird thing to give us a deluxe stand. But let's take a look at the back of her box. So the back of her box is very pretty. She's actually in a different hairstyle, it looks like. Either that or her ponytail is just really low. I can't really tell with her in the box. It does look like she's got some sort of ponytail in the back, but the back of the box makes it look like she's supposed to have a much higher ponytail, very like Ariana Grande. But still very cool. Her description is on the top of the box. It says, Roxy Grant is decking the halls with fabulous fashion, like this crystal-encrusted gown she designed herself. So, kind of cool. I don't know how we're supposed to get her out. I'm gonna guess it's out of the top because I see tape along the top of this, so that's where I'm gonna start. But if there's a different way to unbox her, you're gonna find out with me. Like usual. Let's see. Okay. Okay, got that. That side. And then this side. Okay, so she does pop open the top pretty easily. The way MGA designs these boxes is kind of indicative of the fact that they're maybe supposed to be resealable, but then you got to slit this little piece down here at the bottom before you can take her out of the outer box. I'm guessing. Yep, okay. So here she is outside of that big plastic box. This is mainly her cardboard, She has a big plastic shield that I'm guessing pops off pretty decently easily. And again, that's where she's at. There is something else up here as far as her stand, and I'm not quite sure what it is, but we're going to try to get her out. There's not a bottom to this box. It's very much covered up. And I'm not sure if it's done on purpose for like the holiday edition, or if it was just the way they designed the boxes, just in general. But it is going to be one of those boxes that's kind of a bitch to get it out. See, there's zip ties holding her in place. So you have to bring out your handy dandy nippers. Or if you don't have nippers, even though I highly recommend them for these toy unboxings, they are the easiest thing to use, in my opinion. And if you can't find them in stores, they're also sometimes called flush cutters. I have mine from Mr. Hobby. They're very fun. I use them for a plethora of toy projects. So, we are going to try our best to get this out. There's one more big piece up here that needs to be released, apparently. So we're going to try and figure out how we can open that while not completely destroying this box. That is the worst part of these Rainbow High unboxings, is their boxes are so pretty, yet you can only about maybe 20% of the time actually save the box because of the way they glue things together. Okay. So this one is held in with tape and stays. So gotta love that. I don't know. Okay. Because there's some reason that this is secured at the top. Not quite sure what that reason is, but you know, we'll see. This looks like a very different stand compared to our normal Rainbow High stands, but we're gonna try our best to keep this box put together, kind of. So we take her out, and surprise, they gave us a comb. Because that's what we want out of all of the things Rainbow High could give us, is a comb. And just in case you're wondering if there's anything in those side parts, there is not. They are empty. So here she is. And we're going to try to figure out how we are supposed to get this off. Okay. So I don't know what this is supposed to be. This looks like a very weird piece. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be part of the stand or what, or if it's literally just there to help secure the doll. I am not sure. Okay, and we take out our staple with our flush cutter again. That didn't get as much. But there's, of course, going to be a couple of staples to hold everything in place because, God forbid, these dolls move even a little bit in their boxes. This thing really doesn't want to cut. There it goes, finally. Okay. Okay. So it looks like we got everything undone from that one. And then we've got to actually take her off her stand, which has another little rubber band that's holding in front. And then we've got to take our other piece off. Okay, so she's held on by more than just her stand on the stand, let me tell y'all. Okay, so that's why. She's like taped onto the stand, and then there's a bunch of stuff on her feet. So we're going to try the easy route of just releasing that. Still not fully free. Let's see, can this one come out of its stand? A little bit, yes. Okay, so as you can see, she does have that high ponytail. It's just kind of wrapped up a little extra, which, I don't know. It's cute. We'll see. Okay, so there is a leg hold on these also. So we'll try to get those off. And additionally, there is a little like mount that's holding her feet in place down here. So there's a lot of security that goes into this doll, which I'm not sure why, but we'll figure it out. Oh, we got a rogue staple in the dress. Surprisingly, that's the first staple I found in her clothes so far, so that's good. Now let's see if we can get her off. Why is she not coming off? Okay. So there's an even more complicated stand for this doll. So she has more of a mermaid tail. All of these gems are like glued on, which is not the end of the world. I don't love when the gems are glued on, but she's very pretty. We're gonna take a closer look at her stand though, because I gotta get all of this other crap off of it. So she does have little foot stands in there, but again, it's not a normal Rainbow High stand. Like, this is the back of it. It's very bizarre. I'm not quite sure what this is intended to hold. Like, I think this might just be an extra piece, because I cannot, in my brain, try to figure out where that piece is supposed to secure. But it's an interesting little stand. It's very secure compared to most of the Rainbow High stands. Like, you have to, one, get this doll through the legs, So, unfortunately, you gotta go in between those. You've got to stick her feet into the wells. And it looks like she's actually pretty secure just from that. So you don't actually have to put the back part on. I think the back part is just for like more additional stability. But I don't know, because like she's pretty well on there. And this is a very different style clip than what we've gotten with all of the Rainbow High or LOL dolls so far. And I think I would just leave her with that part on, because you get in the way of this really pretty train. So now that we've got that figured out, let's take a closer look at some of her accessories. So here are her earrings. Again, a very pretty face. Look at those colors in the eyes and in the eyeshadow. She does have a little bit of lip liner. Very cute earrings that match. We've got a couple of bracelets. Those are separate on that hand. Some rings built into the finger. We've got 3 more bracelets over here. We've got a big long necklace. Here are the shoes. Everything does match. And now my big question is, how articulated is our Miss Roxy? Because we've got ankle articulation on this doll. So she has the ankle articulation, which means she can wear Jet Dawson's high heels. She doesn't have the chest articulation of Jet, though, so that's a little disappointing, considering that this is a pretty expensive doll. She does have, like, nude underwear on, but I don't know. It's very interesting. So let me show y'all how the stand actually works while she's in there without the dress, and it's easier to put her on and off. So we've got the support. It clips around the upper thigh, or the upper calves, and that's how she balances on. Now these little Swarovski crystals, which I think that's what these are supposed to be, or maybe actually are, which would a little bit justify the price point. They're very cute. But again, these are applique crystals, meaning they're not sewed on. They are just glued. But this is very cute. I think this is the closest we've seen to like a Rainbow High wedding dress. But again, because these are supposed to be high schoolers, that's reasonable that we wouldn't get wedding dresses. But it's very pretty. It does have 3 layers underneath that are all hemmed. And this is the biggest surprise that I've gotten so far from a Rainbow High dress. This is all hemmed. All 3 layers. This tulle is actually hemmed right there. So I'm going to count that as hemmed, because how often do we get any sort of hemming on a tulle layer? But that is awesome that it's actually hemmed well. And up here, everything is hemmed. There's no loose edges or anything. That's just where the seam is, and I can't really avoid that. But it's very pretty. The only thing I wish is that it had more of a train, really, because it's very pretty, but it's almost like a salsa dress. But she's very pretty. But it's actually giving a little bit of Avery Styles, almost. I don't know why. She does have really pretty baby hair molding. She does unfortunately have some tinsel in her hair, if you guys can see. Oh, sorry, I'm trying to get her legs out of that stand. So she's got a little bit of tinsel, not a ton, but more than I would love. And I'm actually gonna give her a little bit of a brush because she's got a little bit of gel in there. But if you can see that, she's got a little bit of that blue, some lilac, some really light lavender and pinks. And it really pulls it more from that like boring, just plain white that we got with Natasha Zima into something more elegant and very pretty. I think I got almost all of this glue out already, or not glue, gel. But the problem with the tinsel hair is that it pulls, and it tends to break down over time. So I don't love seeing it in dolls. I feel like we should have tried it a couple of times and then realized it doesn't work really well and just kind of moved on and tried to find something else, because there's got to be a way to just have like silver hair to put in. But she's very pretty. She's got really long hair, of course, as is typical with our Rainbow High dolls. And again, a very pretty face. We're going to put her back into her dress. And I don't think we're going to have too much trouble, because I didn't really have any issues taking it off of her compared to Jet's dress. And there's no like invisible straps up here. It's actually just a dress. So that works really well. We're gonna try our best to get this doll back on her stand. The only downside to the way they engineered this stand with the support is that it gets caught really easily on the hem of the dress as you're sliding up. But it's a pretty easy fix. You just have to be a little more careful shoving her onto the stand. But she looks really good. Not $80 good. Especially considering they gave us tinsel hair again. But pretty good. Like, I honestly believe this is a pretty decent holiday doll. If they had released this originally at like the $60 price point or something, like, or something a little more manageable, I think it would have been better received, because the big problem with her was really that she came out and she doesn't come with a second outfit. She doesn't come with any other accessories. She doesn't come with like luggage or a furniture piece. No, she literally just comes with this cool stand that rotates, you know, I don't know. This is maybe 50 degrees total out of 360. Like, I mean, if this is straight onto the camera, she goes that way and that way. So, maybe a little bit of but it's just one of those things. They can only design so much to where she'll still be secured. But they included the stand part. The upper part is on the part that spins. So I would have loved to have seen them make this at least a 180 that she can do, if they're going to update it for next year. make it 180, because I get the gimmick was to have it where you could spin it a little in the box, but the fact that that's all that you can spin is a little disappointing. And if we were looking at the top of the box, this is where her little like other extra piece would have gone, right here. So I don't think this has any purpose. I'm not going to get rid of it, but I don't think it serves any purpose other than to secure it, because I can't see a purpose to it. But I mean, she looks really good. Like, I mean, y'all are seeing her, and that's in like a harsh kind of yellow light. Again, that's in more of a warm light. And there she is in a blue light. You can really see the rest of that iridescence come out under the blue light. So, I mean, she's very pretty. But there was definitely a reason that I waited until she was on sale to pick her up. And the fact is that she's not worth $80. Even if these are Swarovski crystals, they're not sewn on. Like, these crystals are ironed on, probably, maybe. But most likely just, like, E5000 glued on. So, I mean, hopefully they'll stay on better than some of the crystals that we've gotten from Rainbow High in the past. But, I'm not holding up too much hope for how well these hold up in the long run. But again, she's a very cool doll. She does have just a little bit of issues that I would correct if I was MGA. And that would be taking away the tinsel hair. Because one, tinsel hair is proven to be bad for dolls in the long run. And two, tinsel at Christmas, I think we're just kind of done with that. And third, I would include something. Like a tree, a stack of presents, or something like that. That you can, like, have her... even just, like, a chair would have been nice. Like, if they had given us, you know, a Rainbow High, like, studio chair again, or, like, a big armchair, kinda, that would have been really cool. And it could be, like... or, like, a fireplace would have been a really cool accessory to include with her. Or, hell, give her a ski suit. Like, you've already got the patterns. And some skis. This would have been a great holiday edition doll, to where you could have reused some of that winter break accessory. Oh, look, our little, like, extra piece holds our comb. I don't know if that's what it's for, but it does. Anyway, she's very pretty. If you can get her on sale, I suggest getting her on sale. I got her on sale. I didn't pay full price for this doll. And I wouldn't pay full price at the retail price that she was marked as. But if you guys have any questions about her, let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed it, leave me a like on the video. And as always, follow along for some more fun unboxings. Bye, y'all. Be good.